Looking for some great ways to get into the Halloween spirit? Are you searching for a good scare to get your heart racing and adrenaline pumping? Or maybe you're craving your state's favorite candy bar to satisfy your sweet tooth? Wherever you are, no matter how you celebrate the season this year, LTV News has all the best, newest, and scariest recommendations to make this October your most thrilling yet.
But before you grab that remote and throw on your favorite scary movie, stick around for this episode because coming up, we have plenty of spooky content that will be sure to get you ready for this Halloween. Don't worry, this week's stories contain all treats and no tricks. From the most popular Halloween costumes to the most favorite candy and the scariest places to get your scream on this week in Philadelphia. But best of all, your favorite Broadway witches are returning to the city this fall season. So grab all your broomsticks and get ready for the thrilling ride because you're watching LTV News where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome back to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Ave to Philadelphia and the world. My name is Maddie Geyer and I'm excited to bring you this special spookier themed episode.
And I'm Jackie Reyes. This week we're highlighting an interesting list of stories to celebrate one of our favorite holidays here at LaSalle TV. LaSalle's TV hotspot is all LaSalle and Philadelphia related info and events. There's a lot to catch up on in the next half hour, so don't go anywhere because for tonight's show, we have a lot of fun and interesting stories you won't want to miss. But before we jump into this Halloween's festivities, we're going to take a look at all the work gone into celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month here on campus.
Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated between September 15th and October 15th in the United States to recognize the contributions and influence of Hispanic Americans to the history, culture, and achievements of the United States. We have a special look at our one organization of Latin American students known as OLAS and a private interview with their president.
To start us off, Donnie had the chance to attend Gira Latina, an event held in the Quad to help share the Hispanic culture with the rest of the campus.
I am here tonight in the Quad with the Organization of Latin American Students as they celebrate Hispanic History Month by sharing with us a little taste of the foods and drinks from their culture.
So tonight we have our Gira Latina Festival. It is a festival to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have a lot of food, drinks, games, and activities to represent different Hispanic countries. We have Venezuelan food, El Salvador food, Mexican food, also Puerto Rican Coco Rico, which is a coconut soda really popular in Puerto Rico, Dominican Morir Soñando, basically just representing every country through a game, food, or activity to celebrate our heritage and to represent.
The goal of the event is just to spread humanity and just show the world our culture and show it's the greatest culture as any other culture in the world.
Right now I'm at the social media station. So if people want to do TikToks, we'll make TikToks. If they want to sign up for a Caribbean association, we want to begin. For students also, they can sign up for that, and if you guys want to enter in a raffle, we're doing that too.
My favorite right now is the Morir Soñando, and it's a Dominican drink, and it's half orange juice, half sweetened condensed milk. It tastes exactly like a creamsicle, but in a drink form. So good.
I love pupusas. I'm from El Salvador, so I love pupusas.
So tonight we just have a nice Latin cultural event and representing all Latin American countries because that's so important to being a Latino or a Latinx person. And we just got everybody popping out here tonight, non-Latinos, Latinos, everybody here, and it's just a great event.
Along with food, drinks, games, and music, OLAS also spread Hispanic culture by hosting a movie showing from Honduras. Also attended by the producer herself. Bashira and I had the chance to attend and see what the viewing was all about. Last week, the LaSalle Organization for Latin American Students, or OLAS, hosted a Q&A movie night with film producer Jessica Sarowitz. LaSalle TV was there to learn a little bit more about her work and story of success.
I'm originally from Central America, Honduras. I had to really be an advocate for myself. I had to learn a lot because we didn't really have the knowledge within the family of how systems work in the U.S., from the educational system to the healthcare system to business and so on and so forth.
After dinner, students gathered for the showing of With This Light, a documentary produced by Sarowitz surrounding Sister Maria Rosa, a nun who helped 87,000 Honduran children escape poverty and violence.
Here is a powerful woman, spiritual leader. There was also an entrepreneur. How does a Franciscan nun with a 6th grade education develop schools and really raise over 87,000 orphaned, abandoned, and abused children? You need resources. This story needed to be told because we don't have these models or these stories out there in film. You need to project a vision for others to want to be a part of, being part of the mission service work.
Different people, I celebrate my heritage is tied to that as well through my.
She never let anything get to her head. And I think that's very important because we tend to get people's comments or just things in our head, which kind of hold us back. But it seems like she moved that away and she kept going. And where she is now is crazy. So I think I took that from her, that don't let anything or anyone stop you.
Jessica is very inspiring because, as I mentioned, she is a Latina woman. She's from Honduras. She was born there. So I really got some insight on her life and her success. Her success is absolutely wonderful. It's magnificent. So it's really inspiring as a Latina woman myself, woman of color, to hear how much she has succeeded in her life. And it's really inspiring to hear her speak so far because she's amazing. So yes, it was great to meet her.
And to wrap up Hispanic Heritage Month, Donnie was able to sit down with the president of OLAS and talk to her about the club's success as well as her own personal achievements within the club and her time at LaSalle.
So I'm Jada. I'm the president of OLAS. As president, I take a lot of care of the administrative and basically background work for OLAS. So basically contacting administration and kind of planning events, also submitting requests and everything like that, coming up with ideas for events, social media, helping with that, basically overseeing everything, every board member and every aspect of OLAS's operation. And I work hand in hand with our vice president. She is wonderful. OLAS is the Organization of Latin American Students here on campus. We were founded in 1992, and we basically represent and unify our Latino demographic of students on campus. So Hispanic Heritage Month, we've been celebrating a lot this year. Mostly, I think, in our recent years, this is our most active Heritage Month. We've had a number of events in collaborations with the President's Office as well as our own events. Our biggest event that we're really proud of is actually Gira Latina. It was a festival on the Quad. We had a lot of food representing different countries. So our event with the President's Office was actually just last week. We had a showing of With This Light. It's a documentary about a sister from Honduras and her philanthropy work, and it was a really inspiring movie. We also had a lot of Honduran food, and it was really good. And we've basically just been unifying and representing extra this month, and really been active this month with our events, and we're really proud of the turnout that we've had at our events too. I think that our events this month for Heritage Month have made an impact on our student demographic of Latinos and Hispanics because we are extra amplifying our organization, extra representation. It's just a lot of more lively and interactive events that we are really doing. And I think our students have been feeling more included. And I think it's wonderful that OLAS is improving every day, and we're so active and we're so proud to represent our demographic. So Hispanic Heritage Month begins on September 15th and ends October 15th. It starts on the 15th of September because that's when a lot of Central American countries celebrate their Independence Day. And a few days later is Chile and Mexican Independence Day. So it starts at a weird time, but I guess it makes sense. And it's basically to just celebrate our contribution to the United States and our history, and not even the United States, but also like around the world. I think we're such a big demographic around the world, and it's so important to have our month to basically just decompress and basically just look back and reflect on our contribution to the world and our heritage and our culture, and it's wonderful. My favorite event so far, it's really hard to choose. I'd say it was the Gira Latina Festival we had on October 5th. Mostly because it was kind of my idea to do it in the first place, but because it really executed wonderfully. We had about 90-something students in attendance, which is a lot, especially for our campus. So I think we did really great with our turnout. We had a lot of fun foods from Venezuela, from El Salvador, from the Dominican Republic as well. We had a lot of going on. Had games, we had a lot of student engagement. It was such a fun event. And yeah, that was, I think, my favorite this month. Yes, I would say our Hispanic Heritage Month as OLAS was a huge success. In the past years, it's been kind of difficult to plan for it because it comes right when we get back on campus. But this year, I was making sure I was very proactive with our VP and our Director of Events. This summer, we planned a lot for Heritage Month, and we executed everything we wanted to do. So I think it was very successful for OLAS, yes. Me, it's an absolute honor to be the president of OLAS, and a Latin American student organization, because it makes me extra proud of my heritage. I am already without the position, but I think it's such a great place to be and to represent my culture. It's absolutely amazing, and to basically facilitate everything that goes on in our organization and have that connection to my culture is just wonderful. The most impactful year watching previous presidents run OLAS was last year. Our previous president and vice president worked really hard to kind of improve OLAS and our operation and our impact on campus. And I think that we definitely accomplished our goals last year. And last year I ran the social media, and I think social media is so important to represent anything because that's the face of it. And I worked really hard to improve our Instagram as Instagram and PR director. So I worked really hard, and we gained like, I think 400 followers in the year that I was in charge of the Instagram. So I think seeing that improve, and also seeing the operation of the president and VP last year was absolutely amazing. And I take a lot of their style of running the organization, and I do that in my style right now as president. So they really affected me a lot, and I learned a lot from them. And I am happy that I'm practicing what they practice as well. So after I graduate, I do want to go to grad school and get my master's in education. I'm not sure if I want to do that in the United States yet or study abroad for my master's. But in terms of career, I do want to be a teacher. I want to teach social studies, high school level. I think that is something I've always wanted to do. Yes. Okay. I want to leave OLAS with kind of a big footprint for us to continue on our path of improvement, because since I've joined, we've gained a lot more recognition from the student body. We've been a lot more active, and I don't want that to stop once I graduate. I want that to still be the legacy of OLAS, and I want everything to keep improving as we go, because there's always room for improvement. And I also want to make sure OLAS stays active and like supporting our demographic and representing and unifying us. So I just want OLAS to stay and improve as much as possible. And once I do have my career, I will be a big donor to OLAS. So I'm really excited to see that happen. I think OLAS has grown a lot since the shutdown of 2020. I think our representation on campus has improved. Our, basically, I'd say fan base, quote unquote, has definitely grown since then. I remember when I joined on my first year on campus, there was not a lot of turnout at our events, or like, at least compared to now. But now we have many students, like nearly 100 students at our recent event. And our gala reached about 140 attendees last year as well. And we had about 70 the year before. So you see that times 2 attendance is really amazing. So basically our attendance overall at all events has improved. Social media has improved. Basically everything has improved since 2020. And I'm so glad to see this kind of acceleration in our representation on campus. It's really amazing. Since Hispanic Heritage Month is ending, doesn't mean that we're ending. We are still going to continue to have our events year-round as we usually have. The biggest event that I can definitely say we're going to have right now is our annual gala. I cannot tell you the theme yet, but it changes every year. But we're having our annual gala in the spring. It's going to be around April. I can't disclose any more details, but it's going to be really fun. Make sure you come in your best dressed outfit, ready to eat, ready to dance. And we're going to definitely have that in April. And we're looking forward to also collaborating with the Foreign Language Hall in March for Foreign Language Awareness Week. We're going to announce that event too, but I can't tell you guys yet. So we're really excited for our upcoming events for the remaining part of the year. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at olas_LaSalle, and Viva Puerto Rico!
Welcome back. We're happy to announce, thanks to the work done by OLAS, the students at LaSalle had a successful Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. Be sure to keep an eye out for more OLAS events as the year continues. Now that we're back, we have lots of fun, exciting, and spooky stories to share with you, so let's get started.
The Broadway musical Wicked is set to return to Philadelphia in November, marking a highly anticipated comeback to the city. This beloved show, known for its imaginative take on The Wizard of Oz, will grace the stage at the Academy of Music. Audiences can once again witness the enchanting story of the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good Witch with captivating music and stunning visuals. The production promises a spellbinding experience for theater enthusiasts. This announcement has generated excitement among theater goers in Philadelphia, who eagerly anticipate the opportunity to experience the magic of Wicked once more.
A couple weeks ago, Dillsworth Park held their annual Made in Philadelphia Fall Market. The event was held in hopes to get the community to further engage with artists and small businesses local to the area. For one whole weekend, vendors from Philadelphia and the tri-state area set up shop to present and sell their artwork and craftsmanship. Vendors included the works of art, photography, jewelry, accessories, skincare, glassware, woodcrafts, and countless culinary treats. The park was filled street to street with food, games, music, and more. The festival had lots of familiar faces from years prior, including artists, food vendors, and singers. If you missed the market this year, be sure to keep an eye out for it next year. But for now, check out the upcoming Made in Philadelphia Winter Market, being held every weekend from November 10th to January 1st. Philadelphia is filled with artists, so be sure to show your support this year at the Winter Market and maybe get some Christmas shopping done while you're there.
A new trend is hitting this red October throughout the city. The Phillies' home field advantage at Citizens Bank Park is the best in sports history, and Phillies fans wanted to keep the Diamondbacks from having anything remotely close to that for Game 3 of the NLCS last Thursday. Some Delaware Valley locals were buying tickets for Thursday's local afternoon game at Chase Field to ensure empty seats, keeping D-back fans home. Tickets for the Game 3 were dirt cheap, as low as $27 with fees on SeatGeek. In contrast, a potential Game 6 at Citizens Bank Park has standing rooms prices starting at $373. According to social media, no one should ever doubt a Philadelphian's dedication nor their passion when it comes to their sports teams. With the Phillies up 3-3 in the NLCS, a half-filled ballpark might witness their triumph in clinching another NL pennant on Thursday and Friday.
In a football-centric city, it's the baseball team stealing all the headlines as they potentially power their way into another World Series. The Phillies are tied with the Diamondbacks 3-3. A.J. Brown, despite his Super Bowl appearance last year, commented on the bank's atmosphere. Even with the noise at the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers games, nothing compares. This showcases our passionate fan base and what it could mean for the Eagles, provided they continue to charge ahead. Ahead of 2, the Diamondbacks' Merrill Kenny claimed to have heard louder ballparks, citing the World Baseball Classic. Yet even Arizona had to tone it down, knowing the risk of riling up South Philly's crowd. The Phillies keep dominating, hitting 15 home runs in 4 games at Citizens Bank Park, boasting a 28-11 record in the stadium's history, the best ever in postseason play. Their impressive 33-plus run differential is unmatched in any 8-game span in postseason history. The team's power and fan support make them a force to reckon with, presenting a challenge for any opponent. Trash-talking Bryce Harper or the fan base is a risky move as Philly revels in the underdog spirit and relishes the hatred.
In Love Park, a festival that celebrates the Korean culture here in Philadelphia. Let's take a look at some of the food, music, and fashion that was featured at the event.
The Kimchi Festival in Love Park, and even though it's a bit chilly, that's not stopping people from enjoying the culture, food, and fashion. Let's go check it out.
So I'm from Udi Center, which focuses on Korean and Asian American voting in like the Philadelphia and Montgomery County areas. But today we are just doing like activities with people. So we have character writing, and we're also registering people to vote, which is like one of the main reasons why we're out here today. I am Korean and I do really love kimchi. So I'm just like so excited to see like the Philadelphia community like learning more about like kimchi and like Korean culture. I'm not the biggest fan of like traditional cabbage kimchi, but I do love spicy radish and sweet radish kimchi, and my favorite ways to eat it is with white rice. I think that there's been a lot of Asian hate recently since the pandemic has started. And keeping especially like Asian cultural festivals just brings like awareness and education to the community to show like a positive side.
Does everybody enjoy kimchi? Oh my goodness.
We go to Rider University. We're a Polish dance crew. We're from the Rider Korean Pop Culture Club. I'm currently the vice president of that club, hoping to be president soon. We're all K-pop fans. Listen to the songs, go to concerts, learn the choreo when we have the chance to. So we kind of decided to get together and actually make a dance team. We did Super Shy by New Jeans today because they're a pretty popular group. Everyone seems to really love them. It's a pretty fun choreo that gets people energetic. So.
Korean cuisine is filled with so many flavors and meal varieties. There is truly something for everyone. The Kimchi Festival provided all of that, and you will definitely see my return next year.
Dan Baker, the iconic Philadelphia Phillies public address announcer, is aspiring to announce his 7th World Series. Baker's rich voice and distinctive style has made him a cherished figure in Phillies baseball history. Having announced numerous World Series games over his career, he's now looking forward to potentially announcing his 7th. This reflects both his remarkable longevity in the field and the team's ambition to return to the World Series. Phillies fans and baseball enthusiasts have fond memories of Baker's announcements, and they eagerly await the chance to hear his voice at baseball's grandest stage, the World Series.
The MTV Europe Music Awards, celebrating music and artists from across the globe, have been canceled due to rising concerns surrounding the Israel-Hamas war. Paramount Global, the media company responsible for the annual event, issued a statement saying that, given the volatility of world events, they have decided to move the ceremony to November of next year. They say with thousands of lives already lost, it is not the time for a global celebration. The ceremony was scheduled for November 5th in Paris, and some of the 2023 nominees included Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Bad Bunny, and the Foo Fighters. As conflicts in the Middle East intensify, LaSalle will continue to offer prayer services to students and staff in the De La Salle Chapel.
Winnie the Pooh slasher film shown to 4th graders sparks backlash from parents. Parents see it as careless. 4th graders who attend charter school in Florida were in for a shock and scare after their teacher unintentionally played the film. He claimed to have thought to be age appropriate, but was mistaken. The students watched the film for about 20 to 30 minutes. The movie was called Winnie the Pooh, Honey and Blood. Although a few students asked for it to be shut off. Although the children did select the film, parents say that it should be reviewed by the teacher beforehand. Academy for Innovative Education did not immediately return a request for comment from Fox News Digital. But Hirsch, the head of the school, provided CBS with the following statement. The Academy for Innovative Education has become aware that a segment of a horror movie was shown to 4th graders Monday, October 2nd, 2023. That was not suitable for the age group. The statement said, our administration promptly addressed this issue directly with the teacher and has taken appropriate action to ensure the safety and well-being of students. We are actively monitoring the students, and our mental health counselor and principal have already met with those students who have expressed concerns.
Eastern State Penitentiary, the United States' first established prison, hosts their 3rd annual Halloween Nights at Eastern State. Previously known as Terror Behind the Walls, which was known for an extreme scare factor, the historical establishment has taken a more relaxed approach upon its reopening following the pandemic. Although the original experience has changed, Halloween Nights will still feature chills and thrills as it offers 4 uniquely themed haunts. Guests may opt for an even more immersive experience by wearing complimentary glow sticks before entering, signaling to scare actors that it is okay for them to touch, grab, and even remove people from groups. So if you want to grab a Halloween-themed drink, experience live entertainment, and see what all that screaming is behind the walls of Eastern State, grab your tickets for select nights at easternstate.org/Halloween.
Halloween House Philadelphia is situated in Andora's shopping center diverges from the typical frightful Halloween setup, with a focus of enjoyment rather than fear. It caters to individuals with mental health and sensory sensitivities, ensuring a comfortable environment. The 45-minute experience promises amusement and laughter, allowing guests to revel in the magic of the season. Open daily, it provides a family-friendly space for groups and parties, emphasizing inclusivity and celebration for all attendees.
2 haunted houses down and you still want more? Well, you're in luck because the greater Philadelphia area is home to many scary attractions, like the Lincoln Mill Haunted House in Manayunk and the Bates Hotel in Delco. Looking for a milder scare that won't give your kids nightmares? Try the East Passyunk Fall Fest and Spooky Saturday Boo at the Zoo at the Philadelphia Zoo, or travel down to the Franklin Institute for Franklin Fright Weekends. You can also take a trip to Scarecrows in the Village at Peddler's Village. And for those of you looking for fun away from the kids, try out a Halloween drag show at Evil Genius Beer Company, potion making at the Cauldron, or spooky pop-ups at the Uptown Beer Garden and Craftsman Row Saloon. But the most important Halloween event is, of course, trick-or-treating. So make sure to get out and have a safe and fun Halloween.
Beginning at 3 p.m. on October 31st, customers can order complimentary Mars brand sweets that will arrive within an hour. This year, M&M has a plan to avoid running out of candy on the spookiest night of the year. The candy company Mars, which owns M&M's, has partnered with GoPuff, a digital delivery company headquartered in Philadelphia, to launch the M&M's Halloween Rescue Squad. This service will only be available on Halloween nationwide. For those who anticipate reaching the bottom of the sweets bowl before trick-or-treating ends, GoPuff will be for free candy refills starting at 3 p.m. while supplies last. Customers who want to utilize the service can visit the M&M Halloween Rescue Squad website to order.
According to the National Retail Federation, it is expected that consumers will spend $12.2 billion on Halloween this year, much of that profit coming directly from costumes. The classics remain strong amongst adults, with 5.8 million dressing as witches and 2.4 million dressing as vampires. Another leading character set among adults, and widely thanks to pop culture, will be the many variations of Barbie and Ken. The Barbie movie, released July, was the highest-grossing movie of the year, making over $1 billion in the box office. Regarding children's costumes, superheroes and popular youth television characters such as Spider-Man, Bluey, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are expected to be most sought after. The top 3 costumes for pets are reported to be pumpkins, hot dogs, and bats.
A newly released report has revealed all of America's favorite candy ranked by state, while Americans gear up to spend $3.6 million on candy this year. It's been revealed that the top 10 favorites are Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, M&M's, Hot Tamales, Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Starburst, Hershey Kisses, Candy Corn, Hershey's Mini Bars, and finally Snickers. Up in New York, the most favorite candy would be Sour Patch Kids, while New Jersey favors Tootsie Pops. And in Connecticut, it wouldn't be Halloween without an Almond Joy. Reese's Cups are the most wanted in Florida, Sour Patch Kids in Texas, and M&M's in California. But most importantly, we love a good old Hershey bar here in Pennsylvania, the home of the chocolate empire. Are you still not stocked up on your Halloween candy, or did you eat it all before the trick-or-treaters had a chance? Either way, don't forget to go out and stock up on all the essentials.
That just about does it for this episode of LTV News. We'll see you next time with more fun and exciting stories, but until then, you can find us on the web, as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook and Instagram page. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
And if you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube under our LaSalle TV Philly page. Thank you for our crew and viewers for helping make this show possible, and we look forward to many more successful episodes this season. See you soon, but for now, I'm Jackie Reyes.
And I'm Maddie Geyer. Don't forget to tune in next time, and until then, we hope you have a safe and happy Halloween. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.